Let me share this story with you. It's a beautiful story and it's a hopeful story. It happened one day near December's end. Two neighbors called on an old-time friend and they found his shop, so meager and lean, made gay with 1,000 boughs of green. And Conrad was sitting with his face ashine when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine and he said, "Old friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and he said, 'I'm coming your guest to be.' So I've been busy, with feet astir, a-strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread, the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I will wait for the Lord to appear, and listen closely, so I will hear his step as he nears my humble place. And I open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since, Conrad's family had passed away, and he had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start and wait for the Lord to appear at his door, like the vision he'd had a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound. But all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby old beggar, whose shoes were torn and all of his clothes were ragged and worn. But Conrad was touched, and he went to his door and he said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you and a coat that'll keep you warmer too." So with a grateful heart, the man went away. But Conrad noticed the time of day, and he wondered what made the Lord so late and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock, he rushed to the door. But it was only a stranger, once more, a bent old lady with shawl of black, a bundle of kindling piled on her back. She asked for only a place to rest, but, well, that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest for a while on Christmas Day." So Conrad poured her a steaming cup, and he told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were slipping away, and the Lord hadn't come as he said he would. And Conrad felt sure, well, he had misunderstood, when out in the darkness, he heard a cry, "Please help me. Tell me, where am I?" Again, Conrad opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. He was only a child who'd wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make this little girl glad, so he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all of her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. But as he returned to his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room and he knelt down to pray. And he said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." When soft in the silence, a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lonely door. For I was the beggar with bruised cold feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. And I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked. 3 times I came in. And each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all of the gifts, love is the best. I was honored to be your Christmas guest.